Hello, everybody, and welcome to Season 9 of the NRSL Outback Xfinity Series here at Daytona International Speedway for the running of the Winn-Dixie 250 presented by Pepsi for race 18 of the season. We are getting closer and closer to that chase, and boy, oh boy, that battle is going to be really intense coming pretty soon. On the pole, we have Eugene DeMax. Next to him, his teammate Vince Freeze. So a Texan Motorsports front row. Great sign right there. Riley Keefe will start third. Fourth, TJ Hanley. Fifth, Matthew Eves. Sixth, Ryan Acosta. Seventh, Rob Evans. Eighth, Nathan Stapleton. Ninth, Carter Freeze, completing top 10, Travis Crampton. Here's the rest of your starting lineup from 11th and 12th on back. Now, we want to document a few things as we're doing the starting lineup. Benny Watson, he's not returning altogether. Riley Keefe's leaving. And out of the Seiki Motorsports drivers, as of right now, doing this video and all, Sebastian Kukulon is the only one that has not been fully signed because Maury Johnson is also not returning back altogether. Jonathan Zorland's not returning. Ramey Fisher said he is bringing in his cousin, Malik Nevins. He'll make his rookie debut. There's Kukulon. Hopefully he'll get a good run today. On the final row, we have Jonathan Hoff and Cole Baker. Speaking of Cole Baker, he will be joining Carter Freeze in the 85, which I thought he was a little closer. And also, I forgot to mention, Gary Owen was your winner at Talladega. But there's Carter Friesen. Oh, that's right, because he's up in the front row. So we'll see what happens from there. Points coming into this race. James Ellison is the points leader by 22 points over Adam Garcia as he retook the lead. Joshua Sicoli, Brandon Kress, and Sebastian Kukulon to rock enough complete the top 5 in the points. Top 10 are Andrew Miller, Nicholas Guerra, Michael Walden after his big win that he had. He jumped up to 8th in the points. Sean Arden 9th and Garrett Sidner completing the top 10. And my bad on who won. That was actually Michael Walton in the 21. So, going to be interesting to see what comes on around there. Here comes the command to fire the engines here at Daytona.
Drivers, start your engines.
And, of course, for the night race, we have a different Daytona that's being used. 32 laps of action. And we'll wait for the cars to roll on by, and we'll talk about some of the bubble drivers, as Vince Freeze did not get going. Now he's getting going, so he should be okay. So real quickly, a couple of the bubble drivers that we got a note are Skylar Dixon, that's battle for the wild card. Daniel Olson, Vince Freeze at Rock He's 13th in the points. Jake Cook, Carter Friesen, Aaron Douglas, Jonathan Hoff, Gary Owen, Jake Baskinger, Madison Tall. They're in the top 20. They have really good runs, but another good run with them, everything will be smooth. Pace car going to make a dive down pit road. And here we go, folks. Showtime coming underway here at Daytona as we're green at Daytona for the Winn-Dixie 250 presented by Pepsi. And Vince Freeze did not get going. Oh, he's got a problem. Huge problem for the Motul Toyota. Oh, and I think he is down 4th gear. Oh my goodness, and that is the last thing anyone needed because this was on the, he was the outside pole sitter. Wow, and that just, oh, that messed up everything. And Madison Talls just got completely held up, and she's stuck behind the 90. Look at that. 4th gear ain't even going for that 90 team. And that separated a good number of cars early on. Up front, though, Benny Watson leads a lap, which that's amazing real quick. Now Freeze is coming down pit road. This was like what happened in the Cup race with Seth Cole when he literally blew 4th gear. So now they're going to have to fix that in the Motul Toyota. And remember, that was one of the drivers that was doing really well in the points, 13th. And that was the last thing he needed. Elijah Leonard He's announcing that he's retiring at the end of the season. He's not returning altogether. And look at Brandon Crass. That's crazy of the circumstances that he was in. Him, Bright, and Dixon are still going to be teammates. They're going to form their own team. Vince Freeze now a lap down, by the way. And they'll be moving to Chevrolets. Interesting circumstances there. And there's Michael Walton, your previous race winner. He's not going down without a fight. They're working on that 90 is Massatall. She is quite a ways back, and she is needing a caution. And Daniel Olson, that's one of your wild card holders right there, who has the second wild card holder spot. Remember, him and Dixon need to get in the top 10. So for the drivers that have one win, like Gary Owen right there, like Ryan Griffin, they need to, you know, get them up there so they can get that wild card slot there. Now, Dixon is having a good run. That's what you notice right there. It's like kind of mid-packish. Well, he was, actually. Where is it? Oh, there he is. He's like, never mind. He's not doing good. I'm looking at the wrong car. I thought that was Dixon up in the Highline. That's actually Matthew Eves. So both of them not having good runs, and that's going to really hurt for sure. Freeze finally back out in the course. Let's see where he is when he crosses the line. I believe he's going to be one lap down as the leaders are actually approaching him. Yep, he is still one lap down, but that's going to change. Once these leaders catch up to him, he'll be 2 laps down, and that is a big blow to the outside pole center. So he's going to have to rely on a caution, let alone a good-sized wreck, to at least get some spots. As well as the drivers who are not in the pack that are trying to get in, like Eli Bright you've seen in the 18 Combos Toyota, Sean Ard, Jay Cook, and Cole Deaver. They're just outside of it, and they're actually reeling in the pack very little. And just behind them, oh, Travis Crampton got a little too low right there. That's actually Bobo Jones. That's the daytime Daytona winner there. He's trying to sweep Daytona. No one's done the Xfinity Series. It's maybe a weird circumstance for that 70 team. And look at this, Riley Keith and a couple of Sekit Motorsports drivers. Their last time running at Daytona all together. They would love to go out with a bang. Riley Keith, this is our home track right here. Kukulon now under fire from Jonathan Zorl in the 12. And you're going to see a lot of 3-wide racing coming on by. The only thing that I have a bit of a fear of is the fact that if they do go 4 wide, how long that's going to last, and if so, what the circumstances are going to come on by. Douglas now looking for the lead. Now Nathan Stapleton joining in the fray. Eugene Max and Travis Crampton. These guys, you know, they've flat out completely lost the pack and they're pack racing for whatever reason. Don't know why. And these guys are kind of single file, kind of battling. But they are reeling in Bobo Jones, who has actually now started to lose the pack there. Let's look on board Bobo Jones in the 70 real quick. And you can see, remember earlier, he was actually catching up to that pack, and now he has lost it. Look at that. Jackie Tang, Skylar Dixon, Jake Baskinger now passing him and doing what they can. They reeled him in as a pack. Now that 70's going to get reeled in. And they're just freight training the 70 here. So we have 27 cars battling this pack, I believe. 28 cars, actually. Douglas led a second lap right there. And now Nathan Stapleton said, well, your fun's over. Going for the lead. And now Carter Freeze in the 85 at SunTrust Toyota. Going to be interesting here to see what's going to happen if they catch up to Vince Freeze in that 90. Actually, where is the 90? Did he... Oh, he got caught up already. Never mind. Yeah. Oh, there goes Coldever. Jonathan Hoff. That's going to be a caution. And what a lucky break for Madison Tall. Oh, look out. Oh, Pollard and Dixon. Around they go, Jake Baskinger. Uh-oh, this pack's coming in hot. Look out. Oh, Gary Owen plowed into Dixon. He could not avoid him. Oh, and he hit hard. Oh, and Sicoli went around. What the hell happened to 33? I think Patrick Smith may have gotten involved too in the 15. I'm not entirely sure. These guys got to calm down. Gary Owen on pit road in the 69 car there, and Dixon, Pollard, crunched up on the rear. And the luckiest driver will have to go to the 90, or not the 90, the 80 of Madison Tall, as well as the other drivers that lost the pack, like Cole Baker, Ryan Griffin, Daniel Olson, Gary Owen, who, well, unfortunately on pit road, Ryan Acosta, Jackie Tang, Garrett Sidner, Bobo Jones, Nicholas Garros, Jake Baskinger, and many others. So now drivers coming on down pit road. So you'll see them make their pit stop here for the night. Very documented in the past. A couple drivers have had a lot of difficulty with pit stops, and we'll see how they do here. Now on the pit lane 1, there's Michael Walton. You see in the 21 getting into his stall right there. You're seeing Eugene DeMax coming up in a little bit. He'll be getting into his stall too in that Busch Toyota. And Friesen and, oh man, Stapleton. I don't know who won that one. I think it was Stapleton barely. Oh, and Leonard and Dixon, a little bit of contact on pit road, and they get out with very little hassle. Oh, Riley Keefe went around in the 3, and Jonathan Hoff got some damage. And there you see some of the guys in the back. They're saying Nathan Stapleton did win off pit stops. There's Riley Keefe, and she just got rear end damage because of the 16, and I have no idea what the heck happened, but man, Hoff's been a pinball today there. These guys are trying to settle out a little bit here and try not to go too crazy. Looks like I thought Baskinger had some damage. Now Vince Freeze coming down pit road. He's 2 laps down. That's tough break for the Motul Toyota, but he may gain a spot thanks to Gary Owen. Caution's out. Let's take a look for ourselves. Our first caution today at Daytona. Well, I mentioned 4 wide, and no surprise right there. Elijah Leonard, he was trying to get out of Jonathan Hoff's way, and that was right in front of the points leader, James Ellison, in the 39, which I failed to mention there. And man, Ellison literally got squeezed by 2 cars right there, and right there just goes into Cold Ever. There's Elijah Leonard, Jonathan Hoff. Ellison getting a little piece, but I think he's going to be okay there. He dodged it big time there. And you look up at it, it was a very small incident that took place here. Wow, how did Austin Yoakum avoid that one? That was a close call there. And, I mean, look, it got away with a very small incident. Riley Keith actually got a little piece of that incident right there. And I don't know if that was retaliation by Hoff right there, if you just noticed, because remember the 3 and the 16 got each other in pit road. So remember the 16 went around. There's these guys here. They're flying. I mean, they are flying on by. And this here, Pollard's literally on the yellow line trying to avoid. Nicholas Guerra's going to avoid. And then you got third pack coming in hot. Now we're going to skip to here because you're going to see Gary Owen here in the 69. He's trying to avoid. Oh, we'll look at Dixon in a second. I did not know he got turned there. Actually, you know what? Let's look at that right now. Oh, that's right, because they were avoiding that wreck. And Pollard just flat out turned the 77. And, I mean, you could clearly see what happened. Baskinger got away with it, too. Holy cow. Very minimal damage. And then you're going to see Owen right there. Just get right into the 77. Nowhere to go. And that destroyed the G Fuel Mustang there. And that's going to be the end of him there. Caution's out. Take it back to the green. Well, welcome back. Nathan Stapleton Curley, your leader, out of the race. Only one, or actually a couple drivers, rather. It's Gary Owen, Jonathan Hoff. Yeah, because of that damage in the pit road incident. And Skylar Dixon, the 77, is out of the race somehow. I'm very shocked on that one. But that is your first wildcard holder who's just outside the top 10, and that is not what he needed at all, especially for the fact that the drivers that are in the wildcard battle, that's not what they need. So now they need Daniel Olson in the 5 to get a really good run here. Or somebody with a second win to sneak in there. But regardless, though, Stapleton will restart as your leader. Second is Carter Friesen. Third, Aaron Douglas. Fourth, Adam Garcia. Fifth, Rob Evans. Sixth, Matthew Eves. Seventh, Sean Hart. Eighth, Jay Cook. Ninth, Brandon Krause. Winning the top 10. Benny Watson. Green flag back underway here at Daytona. Remember, Vince Freeze on that inside line there. He is 2 laps down. And if you remember earlier, fourth gear did not work on that Toyota. Now they got it working. That's a tough break right there. Because remember, he has been jumping up through the standings lately ever since he got his first win. And now he had his first roadblock right here. Wrong enough, he won the ARCA race earlier. Stapleton with a nice lead so far. We're getting closer to the halfway point. And Jake Baskinger coming down pit road. He has an issue in that Red Bull Chevrolet. Oh, trouble up in the front. That's TJ Haley in the 07. Kukala in the 42. Oh, no, Michael Walton. Right up in front of the pack and Austin Yoakum up and over. Or not Yoakum, that was another driver. I can't tell, but the caution's out again. And Olsen, your second wild card holder. Walton is done. And Vince Freeze, good news for him, he's going to get some spots. The bad news is he didn't time his move perfectly. Then again, I don't think anyone was ready for that caution. But we're at the halfway point now. Douglas going to lead the field down. He's got a good car in that Youth Theory Toyota. Looking for his second win of the season. Baskinger come back out, and Bobo Jones involved again. Oh my goodness. This guy's had no luck since his first win. And Eugene DeMax, your pole sitter, involved yet again. Ryan Acosta and Garrett Cinder just got back into the top 10 in points. That is going to spell disaster for him. Austin Yoakum. There's TJ Haley. That was the first car I seen go around. I thought I saw a car flip there. I'm not too sure. I thought it was Yoakum there, but I guess not. Brandon Krasta also involved in the 95. Oh, these guys got to slow down big time here. Man, Hanley and Krasta are destroyed. They're definitely going to be out of this one. Looks like the second wildcard holder. Looks like he only spun, so he looks clean. And Baskinger dodged a bullet. There's Michael Walton on pit road. DeMax is now coming into his stall. And he is out of it. Tough break for him there. And they're going to come back down pit road again. Remember, Vince Freeze, he's going to stay out because, you know, he's 2 laps down. And we're just going to stick with Aaron Douglas right here. Oh, and Ellison just got into him there, but it's going to affect more of the 39. Pit road, man, just being a pain. Douglas will be the first one off. Oh, and Yoakum blocked Eli Bright. Oh, and look out. Look at Bright trying to get around, and he does. Look at that. Yoakum with more issues on pit road, and wow, I don't know how Eli Bright dodged a bullet there, but he did. And there you see Ellison got a buckle on the hood because of running into Aaron Douglas. Oh, and Baskinger ran into his own teammate, Joshua Sicoli. Baskinger's not had a good night at all. Matthew's going to get around. There's Yoakum, flat out crunched in that 46. These guys got to calm down, and Marty Johnson's got a little bit of front-end damage in that 4. I could not stress out about the words calm down, and Sicoli just really ran into the 11. Baskinger's now trying to get his spot back, and will do so. Now the 33 is going to have a little more damage now, and that is not good for him at all. But he's going to stay out. Freeze now coming down. Let's take a look at ourselves, our second caution here at Daytona. Well, this was right in front of the pack here. You see these guys are trying to get around Vince Freeze in the 90. For whatever reason, Eves and Watson decided to go 4 wide, and that's going to backfire horribly right there. And Watson and Eves are going to get into each other right there. That's drivers who are in the bottom 5 in the points there, and it's just been their season in a nutshell. Eves slides up into the 07. Hanley had nowhere to go in that one. Holy cow. And then there's Brandon Krasta, Michael Walton. They're going to swing down low. You're going to look at that in just a second. But you see Hanley goes around. It looked like we dodged a bullet there. And then Kukulon's also down low in the grass, as well as those two. Sicoli, I have no idea what he's been doing with the way how he's been driving. See, Kukulon gets on track with no problem. Michael Walton and Brandon Krasta, not so much. They slide on the course right in front of DeMax. Austin Yoakum. I don't know how Vince Freeze got through. And, oh, that was Eugene DeMax that got on the air there. He's on 2 wheels there and kept it together. Michael Walton, and then, oh, this is where it gets ugly. Michael Walton back up the course, got Bobo Jones, Ryan Acosta, Garrett Sidner, Ryan Griffin. Look at Daniel Olson, the 5, trying to whoa up. Gets a little piece right there. I don't think that'll affect the Mountain Dew Chevrolet as much, but just a bump. But that was what brought ourselves our second caution here at Daytona. Baskinger got really lucky out of all that there. Let's take it back to the green. Well, this has been a little bit of a chaotic moment of the race, and no surprise. That's just what happens when going out to Daytona. So, anyways, out of the race after that include the following. of Bubba Jones, Michael Walton, Eugene Max, Brian Acosta, Garrett Sedner, TJ Hanley, Brandon Krasta, and Austin Yoakum all out of the race. Vince Freeze is 2 laps down. He'll jump up to 31st once we go back to green here. Now, time's running out for that 90 team in order to at least get one of his laps back, but it looks like he may be stuck 2 laps down because the odds of him being ahead when another caution comes out, let alone another caution, they're very slim here. So we'll see what happens. Aaron Douglas will restart as the leader. Carter Friesen second. Adam Garcia third. Nathan Stapleton fourth. Rob Evans fifth. 6th Jay Cook. 7th Sean Ard. 8th is Sebastian Kukla. 9th is Marty Johnson. We're going to be keeping an eye on him because he's got damage. And complete time 10 is Elijah Lenders. Bradley keeps making an indication to come down pit road, and she's not had a good night altogether ever since being involved in that plow a little earlier. But green flag back underway here at Daytona. Like I said, eyes will be on the 4 of Marty Johnson. And it looks like he's going to be okay for the time being, because you can see he's getting around Sean Ard with the draft. But you can see there's a little bit of gap on the Petronas Mercedes and the Bass Pro Shops Mercedes. Looks like he will be okay, though. Now, Vince Freeze got one of his laps back right now. This is where he's hoping for the caution, but he's had no luck with that there at all whatsoever. And I just realized Nicholas Garrett's got some left side damage there in the 27. Regardless, though, Garcia out in front. Here comes Sebastian Kugelon in the 42 for third. Or, wait a second. We're under yellow? No, we're not. Oh, whoa. The 42 just let off big. Wow, that was weird. I was not sure what the heck happened. And look at Marty Johnson trying to take full advantage here. Can't do it, though. He's got no draft. I think someone blew up or something. I'm not too sure. Someone just kamikazed, and I have no idea what the heck happened. Was it Cole Baker? No, not Cole Baker. I have no idea. That was strange. The pack disintegrated. Like someone grenaded the whole pack here. Well, this has definitely been one of the more odder Daytona races. I can definitely tell you that. And Freeze was wishing that was more the case there, as he's technically 1 lap down right now, and he is now in 31st, probably soon to be 30th. I think when we cross the line, let's just see here. Oh, and now the caution's out. That's Crampton, Jake Baskinger, Steve Pollard, Sean Ard, Eli Bright. Oh, and Elijah Leonard and Vince Almariego, Andrew Miller. And Leonard will not have redemption. Vince Freeze saying, finally, that's what I needed. Rob Evans now the leader. This definitely has been one of the more stranger. Oh, and Eve Stapleton, Garrett, Patrick Smith, and Ryan Griffin all in the inside line. What the heck happened here? Stapleton just got whacked by Vince Almariego, and that's it for Almariego. Freeze will get one of his laps back as we're at less than 10 to go. Now the good news for the 90, he gets his lap back. The bad news is he's still going to be a lap down, and he will be in the tail end, or he'll be at the rear of the field. And I think the chances of him finishing on the lead lap, they're going to be over. But I have no idea what this Daytona race has become. This has definitely been a very strange one. Ryan Griffin out of the race after that damage. Wow. That's a shock. But Rob Evans out in front. Dodging all this mayhem here. Jay Cook's going to come on down pit road. He's going to surrender his spot. That's for 9th. Again, I have no idea what this race has become. This has definitely been one of the odder ones. Sicoli's on down. Pollard, Jake Baskinger. Well, that's good news if your name Vince Freeze. You're going to get around the damaged cars. The exception of Bright and now Riley Keith and Andrew Miller. Bad news is, yeah, you're going to have to deal with quite a number of cars there. Caution's out. Let's take a look what happened on our third caution. Well, if you're named Matthew Eves, you've definitely had your fair share of not having a good experience at Daytona and just trying to do what you can. And then the same can be said for Cole Baker in the 11. Baker, you've seen there in that Arizona T Supra there. Went 4 wide, but Cook and Leonard and Massatal, they just got out of the 4 wide, so Cook could have easily moved up, but man, Elijah Leonard just slid right in front of the 11. And remember, that was your runner-up at the daytime Xfinity race here. Right in front of Travis Crampton, nowhere to go. Eli Bright. Remember, Crampton has not had a good season at all. Miller and Deaver wisely go to the apron. There's Bright getting involved right there. Gets clipped by the 92. There's Baskinger running into the 92. Wow, how did Jackie Tang avoid that one? But Pollard, no luck at all. Then Sean R. just gets clipped at the last second. Wow, the points leader just dodging a bullet right there. Hey, watch carefully. Leonard just nowhere to go, right into the 1, and Vince Almariego was the one that gave the shot to the 1 there. And up ahead was Andrew Miller and Nicholas Guerra. What happened to them two? Oh. Miller was on the grass as this happened. Oh, and he got Nicole Deaver in the 9. That's one of the worst things that have happened when you're coming back out in the course. And Nicholas Guerra, nowhere to go. That's a top 10 driver in the points right there, getting involved. A lot of front-end damage there on that Castrol GTX Supra. And guys in the apron are trying to avoid. They barely do so. Daniel Olson, that was the second wildcard holder. He got away with that one. Now, the only thing I'm curious of is what the heck happened to Ryan Griffin, the 29? Because he got involved in a wreck, and I have a feeling it's going to involve the 27 of Guerra and the 97 of Stapleton. I could be wrong on that. Oh, what was that about? We'll just play it. Wow, Stapleton just flat out wrecked the 27 for no reason. And in return, that takes out Matthew Eves, Ryan Griffin, and Patrick Smith. Daniel Olson did get a little piece of it, but he dodged it. And I have no idea what Stapleton was thinking right there, but that was a poor movement right there. Poor judgment as well. And then you're going to see that those cars are going to be done. So Coley ran into Leonard. How does Almariego get involved? Does he run into Stapleton? Yes, he does. Right. He just goes right in front of the 24. And, oh my god, I have no idea what Stapleton was thinking there. Because he had a great car today. And I think he realized, well, his day's done. So he just said, screw it. And he took the field out with him. Wow, that's a Very unfortunate move right there, and that's poor, poor judgment. Caution's out, though. Rob Evans out in front. I don't even know what this race has become anymore. Take it back to the green. Well, this race has definitely been something for sure. 5 laps to go, but we go back green. Evans will be out in front as the leader. Out of the race after that, they include the following of... So I'm looking here. Matthew Eves, Sean Ard, Nathan Stampton, Travis Crampton, Vince Almriego, Nicholas Guerra, Patrick Smith, Ryan Griffin, Jake Baskinger, and Steve Pollard. Vince Freeze and Riley Keefe, remember, they're 20th and 21st. 1 lap down, 19 cars on the lead lap. And the drivers who've been avoiding the chaos and needed good runs, especially if you're named Elijah Leonard, Eli Bright, and Joshua Sicoli, and even Madison Tall, Benny Watson, Marty Johnson. This is your wish. Same for Carter Frieza. But here we go. When we restart, it'll be Evans, Kukulon, Friesen, Garcia, Watson, Johnson, Tall, Zorlin, Baker, and Tang to complete your top 10. I forgot about Zorlin as well, and Jackie Tang. Remember, Tang already has a win this season. It's green flag back underway here at Daytona. It'll probably be for the final time. Caution comes out now. The race will be over. And Freeze, I guarantee you, he's probably one of the 2 drivers, as well as Riley Keith, to hope for that yellow. He does not care. A yellow would mean everything to him because he can gain more spots. And he can at least not lose a lot of position right there. But don't forget there's a battle for a win. Kukulon to the lead. Here comes Marty Johnson, 3 wide for second. Those are 2 drivers right there who have had literally poor seasons altogether. 41st and 42nd in the points. And look at the battle for a win at Daytona. Zorlin, he's 40th in the points. Cole Baker, he's definitely not had a good season. But look at him in the top 5 now. Definitely got some players for sure. James Ellis in the 39. There you see him. He's had a little bit of damage, but he survived the chaos. He'll definitely retain the points lead. No doubt about it. Daniel Olson will definitely gain some spots for sure. And I don't know if he'll get in the top 10 to points, but he will be jumping up for sure, especially the fact that Dixon had a bad run, and he'll be wildcard slot number 1. Miller, he survived. He looks like he'll be in the top 10. But the battle for the win is going to be very slim here. It's probably going to be down from where Cole Deaver is in the 9 to the drivers up ahead because Ellison is trying, and I don't think he's going to have enough time. 3 laps to go. Man, I'm telling you, Vince Freeze, if he was on the lead lap, this would be big. Wow, Olsen tried to block him, and he missed. That 90's flying, too, you can see. Car, leave it pit. Oh, Aaron Douglas went down pit road in the 51. And now the 90's going to gain another spot because of it. Wow, the 90 just jumped into the top 20 thanks to the 51 pitting. And Mazental, Jackie Tang, Cole Deaver coming out pit road. Some of these guys couldn't hold on gas. The points leader's going to lead a lap. Or second in the points, rather. Now the question comes around, is are they going to hold on gas? Oh my goodness gracious, you got to be kidding me. Garcia, though, has got a good gap, though, with that lead. Miller is now in the top 10 as well as James Ellison. If all these guys can stay out here, they're going to get top 10s. And these guys, whoever really desperately need it, they really, really are going to get very, very happy here. Keep in mind, Watson is not even at a top 10 altogether, and he could finally do it if he could hold on. But at the line will be the white flag. Here comes Friesen, bound for the lead. White flag coming at the line. 1 lap to go. Daniel Olson, Elijah Leonard went down pit road as well. Oh, and Friesen checked up because of those drivers on pit road. Garcia with the good lead. Garcia's coming to make a statement. And I think thanks to Friesen, he's going to do it. Off of turn 3, coming into turn number 4. He's got in the bag. That's way too far back. Not enough time for Friesen. Checker flag in hand. Adam Garcia is going to win this crazy race. He wins at Daytona on the Winn-Dixie 250 presented by Pepsi. Holy cow, what a race that is. Unbelievable. I don't even know how to even describe this race. Carter Friesen will get second. Cole Baker third. Jonathan Zorlin fourth. Desperately needed that run because look at that. 40th, 41st, and 42nd the points finished 4th, 7th, and 6th. 5th place was Sebastian Kukulon. So he's easily going to be fine in that top 10 battle. And Garcia with his second win of the season when he won his first race over at Indy. And he is the third driver to have 2 wins. Unbelievable. Garcia, though, big victory for that 6 team. And now drivers just snuck into the top 10. That would be Jay Cook and Andrew Miller. Wow. What a big break as James Ellison fell to 11th. 14 cars finished on the lead lap. Vince Freeze jumped to 14th. Wow, I don't believe it. So much for losing his momentum. And he's going to dodge probably the majorest of bullets right there for sure. Look at your full finishing results. Here they are. Garcia with the win. Friesen, we already mentioned your top 10 and 11th. Let's look at the rest of the field. Sokolian 12th, Tall 13th, and Ang 14th. He was the last car to finish on the lead lap. That's a not bad points day for Jackie Ting. Remember, he was like the lowest driver with a win right there, and that's definitely going to change. And they see 21 cars finish the race all together. Look at the driver's lap down. Freeze got around the Douglas. I don't know how he didn't hold on there. Daniel Olson. That was your second wild card holder. I don't think it was that big loss right there for that 5 team, but he'll get some points for sure thanks to the drivers around him and the points that got involved in those wrecks. Elijah Leonard, he won't redeem himself, unfortunately. Cole Deaver, Riley Keith, and Eli Bright. And then 22nd on down, all out of the race. Holy cow. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, be sure to give it a like, comment your thoughts. Subscribe part of the NRSL, the subscribe button down below. You've been watching production of the NRSL, where racing is living. We'll see you for the Cup race tomorrow for the Pepsi 400. Till then, goodbye, everybody from Daytona. Congrats to Adam Garcia in the second win of the season. Till then, points in the always. Goodbye, everybody.